problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. If finding somebody real is your fucking problem, bring your girls to the crib, maybe we can solve. Hold up, bitches in my dime. Taking hella long, bitch, give it to me now. Make that thing pop like it's in me or a nine. Ooh, baby, like it raw with the shimmy, shimmy, yeah, huh? ASAP, get like me. Never met a motherfucker fresh like me.
好了，比赛的开场即将开始，先请双方球员暂时停止赛前练习。Players start up, go back to bench, please。停止双方球员赛前练习，我们即将进行开场，有请工作人员帮我们引导一下，谢谢。
But at least a nigga rich. I be fucking bras like I be fucking bored. Turn a dyke bitch out, have a fucking bars. Beats. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. If finding somebody real is your fucking problem, bring your girls to the crib, maybe we can solve. Oh, I know you love it when this beat is on. Make you think about all of the niggas you been leading on. Make me think about all of the rappers I've been feeding on. Got a feeling that's the same dudes that we speaking on. Oh, word, ain't heard my album, who you sleeping on? You should print the lyrics out and have a fucking read along. Ain't a fucking sing along unless you brought the weed along. And just, okay, I got it. Then just drop down and get your eagle on. Or we can stay up at the stars and put the Beatles on. All the shit you talking about is not up for discussion. I will pay to make it bigger. I don't pay for no reduction. If it's coming from a nigga, I don't know, then I don't trust it. If you coming from my head, then motherfucker get the bussin'. Yes, Lord. I don't really say this often, but this long dick nigga ain't for the long talking, I beast. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the
Alright， 各位现场的球迷朋友，听到你们热情的尖叫声 ，Come on！ 好的，阿奇以及壮壮，还有欢迎尤尼兽以及女孩们 Formosa Sexy 一起来跟大家迎接我们今天比赛的来到，回到台中的主场，回到我们的魔鬼的主场，迎接第4季台中的开幕周。希望借助你们所有梦想家人的力量，给我们最大的我无所惧的加油声。听到你们热情的呼应，声音在哪里？准备好喽，梦想家加油了，梦想家！ 梦想家，梦想家，耶！保持住这个热情，今天来迎战新竹工程师，拿下我们主场连胜，拿下属于我们的胜利。期待你们用最大的加油声来帮我们加油，我无所惧。谢谢，谢谢壮壮，谢谢女孩，谢谢尤尼兽。 福尔摩沙梦想家，感谢各位球迷朋友热烈支持，也谢谢一直以来大力支持台湾篮球、支持梦想家的合作伙伴。花一点时间介绍一下的指导单位，以及谢谢所有的赞助商。首先，谢谢教育部体育署、台中市政府、台中市政府运动局、彰化县政府、中华民国篮球协会。 谢谢默默支持梦想家后面的赞助伙伴，海硕集团，值得您信赖的国际海空运物流公司，星享科技，全球货运代理整合性资讯平台，以 VO6 电动车充电服务补电超轻松 ，Area 02亚洲指标球鞋与潮流交易平台，马吉斯轮胎，世界10大轮胎公司，源自彰化的台湾之光，以及奥迪中部和顺利汽车，进化有感而生。 联居建设好还要更好，联居建设台旭近60年的肉品专家 ，PT 烟征服法国的台湾面膜，进发家祖传绿豆沙，朝日堂台中聚餐名店，日式烧肉锅煮鸳鸯锅，美津浓日本100年运动品牌，谢谢云城资讯企业 IT 整合战术的好伙伴，谢谢麦丹玛莲最好穿的内衣，天天舒服穿。 火火烧肉贩卖所，你用烧肉定义美味，我用美味定义烧肉。风格美学诊所以及 YCM 全球 AI 科技防媒领导者，还有多喝水，第一品牌矿泉水。秀传医疗体系引领国际医疗专业以及 Snow In 滑雪学校，持续把掌声送给他们，感谢他们支持我们的梦想家。精彩的比赛，目光锁定场中，颜值担当。 火辣性感的 Formosa Sexy 女孩们 ，Let's go！
bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business.
Too much looky. I'm so sick of all these looky-loos. Everybody looking at me like I was the breaking news. Police got a stain, watching every step I take, every move I make, every breath I take.
Mind your beat, 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 mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business, bitch. Mind your business, bitch.
谢谢女孩 ，Merry Dreamers Day，Thank you Formosa Sexy。正式欢迎新竹工程师球员进场。新竹接口工程师0号张杰伟，1号石延忠。2号江广谦，5号宋宇轩，7号曾国宇，9号田浩，12号李佳瑞，20号周伯勋，23号吕启敏，Starting Five 先发4号高国豪。Number 6 6号 Air Clark 克拉，8号朱宇豪 ，Number 31 30号 William Artino 阿提诺，42号卢冠轩，金主工程师篮球队总教练林冠仁，助理教练沈星汉、陈泽宇 ，Coach Miro Bragovic， 黄胜富总经理张树仁，领队陈美玲。福尔摩沙梦想家秉持铁血的斗志，打造强悍的战场。梦想家人们，我们汇聚能量，携手一同并肩作战。我们不怕，持续再战，所有挑战我无所惧。Come on, let's welcome Formosa Dreamer。
恐惧来自对未来的不确定。可能会失误，受伤会不能上场。
远边是否卢冠良这两天的手感还要再调整？
怕自己不够好，怕状况不好，怕努力不被看见。怕输。但这些其实都发生过了，我们才知道，这些曾经的恐惧兑现后，就不再是恐惧，这些都会变成来自过去的助攻。现在，我们将朝着目标。把这些助攻一球一球投出去。
回应每一份支持。我们不怕挫败，赢在每一场历练。福尔摩沙梦想家第7个球季 ，Everybody make some noise！ 面对未来的挑战，我无所惧，我们坚持不懈，成为更好的自己。在座的每位家人携手拿下胜利，我无所惧，我们可以。Here we go， 福尔摩沙 Dreamers！
Just blaze.
Number 0， 梦想家的板凳保护陈晨曦。Number 3， 3号后场指挥官，梦想推进器老吴下去。Number 8， 8号来自彰化的光速四分卫，绿色闪电王胜元。Number 18， 18号梦想后场的强力大叔，防守很强，杨胜业。美梦狙击手 Number 21， 21号台湾男篮传奇射手道格秦昊。26 26号梦想家最后一道防线，台湾魔兽李德威。Number 13 30号出手就准备命中，3分带领是吴松伟。Number 42 40号来自德州的野兽禁区炸弹Julian。Number 88 88号禁区铁臂梦想护盾朱博士。And now starting by 先发。Number 6 6号来自乔治亚的全能禁区球局本身地区 Valley。Number 24 20号体能劲爆攻守前辈 C 趟航空新沃克。Number 34 34号火锅制造机威斯康星地图防守兵器 Brendan Gomez。Number 23 23号台湾韦德攻守前辈的梦想元老谢可婷。Number 11 11号 Ladies and Gentlemen 秒速跑车赛内特狙击手吕志奇。我们当我讲总教练 Head Coach Chen P.LEAGUE 助理教练陈世念赖柏林，球员发展总监田磊，总经理韩俊凯。双方球员场中握手示意，进行最后的热身时间。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. On a chilly Sunday afternoon in Taichung, the Formosa Dreamers welcome in the Hsinchu Lioneers to town. The Merry Dreamers weekend kicked off with a 90-76 victory yesterday against the Braves, and the Dreamers want to continue that to make it 4 straight wins on their season. The Taipei Kings will put their 5-game winning streak on the line tonight in Kaohsiung, while the Dreamers had created a little bit of distance between themselves and the rest of the field in second place. After last night's Pilots victory, the Lioneers also want to get their first win on the season. Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Chen, your Plus League English play-by-play. As always, this year's Dreamers theme is 我无所惧 or fearless. On the Mandarin broadcast is on the left 贾凡 and 蔡景景。球迷朋友们，你找到英文转播，看中文的转播，当然按中文的转播链接。谢谢你的收看，我们的转播记得都要按赞。The Dreamers' 3-game winning streak came against the Braves, the Lioneers, the Braves last night, and hope to get another victory against the Lioneers, catching these two opponents perhaps at a good time to start the season, not on their best footing. Coach Jamie Perlman has really got the squad playing very strong on the defensive end. They've only allowed 78.3 points per game, a defensive rating of 90, which is 17 points better than the league average of 107.7. And only one 30-point quarter allowed to the Steelers. One of the important cogs in the defensive machine is Kenny Chen, who we caught up with pregame. The Steelers only had three 20-plus point scorers, and the only one after that has been Ira Zaisev back on November 19th with 26. But Kenny shared some interesting tidbits about the defensive mindset of the squad of the Dreamers. As mentioned, this winning streak is second to the Kings, who have 5 straight. If you include the East Asia Super League, that would be 7.
Any win against a team like Fubon, you know, they're the 3-time champs. So any win against them is always a big win for us. Confidence-wise, our team is pretty confident, you know, going into every game at this point. So, I mean, as far as giving us more confidence, for sure. I mean, I hope we could just ride this win streak and keep it going. Our team is, we have really good team chemistry. You know, we have a lot of like nights where the imports also hang out with the locals. There's no like separation in the team or anything like that. I think that makes us different. Like we're actually a really close-knit team. I mean, the past you know 2-3 years, P.LEAGUE has been getting better and better. Foreign players coming in, you know, guys that have played in the NBA, Earl Clark being one of them. Honestly, our team doesn't really change too much defensively according to like what the player does, because our defensive culture is just to be aggressive and play together and communicate on the court. So regardless of who's on the court, we basically do the same thing. And
Kenny Chen, a original member of the Formosa Dreamers. I actually might disagree, as Kenny Chen specifically pointed out for the game against the Lioneers last time, did a great job against Oscar Gogglehall, and then Hayden Wu Jiajun off the bench also did very well defensively if you're talking about individual stoppers. But certainly last game they played, which was yesterday afternoon, featured a lot of zone defense against the Braves. And so on the other side, Earl Clark, and how the Lioneers will counter. Besides not having any victories on the season, they're also looking at a situation where last season they were the poorest performing team on the road, only winning 3 of 20 for a 50% winning percentage. It's not helped at the start of their season. A lot of injuries. They're on top, Mike Effenberha with an ankle injury, then Marinkovic with the hand fracture. Wang Zigong during the preseason has a leg injury, and Xiao Suyi as well. I believe it's a knee situation. So kind of shorthand. The Lioneers will actually only play with 2 imports today.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we lost 3 games in a row. No team want to do that, but I feel like we're still moving in the right direction. If you watch the games, we competing to the 3rd quarter, and things turn south after that. So I think it's our focus to just continue to finish games. If we finish games, I think we'll do better. We try to not play too much of the outside noise. You know, it's just the media and fans. They're going to talk if you do good or bad. So we're just trying to stay focused within our locker room and just stay focused with the task at hand, and that's getting back on the winning side. Oh, yeah, they've been great since day one. Been communicating, letting me know what they want from me and the team. Practice has been great, and it just focusing on the court when the game comes, execute whatever the coaches got planned for us. And I think once we do that, we'll be fine.
Earl Clark will be making his Plus League debut after playing a little bit in the preseason. A 6'9" forward from Plainfield, New Jersey, went to the University of Louisville. Eventually the 14th overall pick in the NBA by the Phoenix Suns back in 2009, has spent time in China, in the Korean Basketball League, in the Philippines even, amongst many other stops. So a very experienced veteran. In the preseason, in the 2 games for the Lioneers, he played 34 minutes, 27 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. So an impressive statistical performance in parts of 2 games. And after one of the Lioneers' losses, Coach Greg was asked about the team and the import selection, and he actually pointed out Clark as the focal point of the team as it was being constructed during the offseason, pointing out how other imports will bring skills to complement Clark, but he's been dealing with his own health ailments that has held him out between the preseason and now. The Lioneers also getting back Jamarcus, Mei Mingse and Lai Jianzong and Song Minglü will be the 3 officials for this afternoon's affair. Let's get to the starters for the Lioneers from left to right. William Martino, Earl Clark, as mentioned. Zhu Yunhao, number 8, next to Oscar Gaoguohao. And Lu Guanxun. For the Dreamers, a familiar look. It's Brennan Gilbeck, Randall Walko, but Georgie B. Dzanishvili will be in there next to Aji and Kenny Chen. Lioneers in white, the Dreamers in this forest green Seatown jersey. If you've been watching the Plus League, you know they like their vertical split green and black Seatown jersey. It's a new look this year, and it's very festive, I would say. Tip is up, won by Gilbeck. The Dreamers will start on offense. Yesterday, they led the game by a pretty incredible 47 minutes and 44 seconds. That mark is beat right now as Aji fires a pass to Kenny, he takes a dribble, floats it up and in. That's how we get started. This is game 13 of the Plus League regular season. A total of 120 games will be played, 40 per team. Clark guarded by Georgie B. Skip pass, but back to Oscar with Kenny guarding. Got him in the air, then flings a 3. It's close, but no cigar. Aji left wide open. He can't punish the defense as Gilbeck in there for the offensive board and the spinning hook shot, making it a 4-point lead for the Dreamers. Brandon Gilbeck has seen success against the Lioneers in his 2 now going on to 3rd season with the squad. Only 10 points per game in year 2, and then up to 19 points per game last season. Artino left wide open, and the lefty banks it home. There's Mike Fiba. Hurt himself in the last game for the Lioneers. They'll be playing an import short as new import rules in the Plus League. Our first foul of the game. You can dress 3 imports and have 2 on the floor at all times, unlike before where you can only dress 2. And in the 4th quarter, only 1 can be on the floor. That includes overtime as well. Lioneers in a little bit of a zone look as Walko tries from the corner. It's going to be an offensive rebounding foul. Dzanishvili a push in the back. Trying to turn around a debut all the way back on November 19th against the Braves, where he started. 12 points, 10 rebounds, that's okay, but minus 11 on 4 of 16 shooting. But I look back on the film, he had a lot of catch and shoot threes that he just left short. Not like he was forcing it necessarily. Chen will get into the paint and score. The brother of Dreamers, Lu Guanliang, but he's dealing with his own ailments. Hasn't seen action in a couple weeks. Hsinchu puts it on target and in. And the Dreamers getting back on top. Over the shoulder to Artino. Very close, couldn't finish over Gilbeck, last year's Defensive Player of the Year. Aji slicing up the defense. And then again left open, he drives, flipping it up. I think it was supposed to be an alley as Gilbeck comes down and puts it back in. A good start for the center out of Western Illinois. Oscar dribble move as there was a foul on the perimeter. If it's on Hsinchu, that'll be his second, but if it's Kenny, it's supposed to be his first. It will be on Kenny Chen. Eight to 4 start. Oscar driving right. And an easy swat by Gilbeck out of bounds. Last year led the league in blocks, almost 3 per game. This time utilizing the left hand. Also good to stay upright. From the corner, that's in and out. Long ricochet over to Oscar as Hsinchu gets another chance, and it's off target again. Here come the Dreamers on the run. Acrobatic serve by Kenny and an acrobatic finish by Georgie B. That makes it a 2-4 start for the Dreamers, and Walko another rebound. This time the Lioneers are back, but momentum on the Dreamers side. Almost a deflection and unlucky. Junhao called for the foul on the help. Junhao initially got a deflection on the fast break, but Kenny Chen, a very artistic assist with one hand. Trying to improve on yesterday's free throw situation. Gilbeck makes his first. Yesterday, only 1 of 8. He's the second one short, and Aji's in there for the offensive rebound. Gilbeck in the middle has got to get out of there. Chance for the Dreamers to attack again on the alley-oop, too easy. And a timeout called by Coach Greg Li Guanlun. Defense is not holding up as the Dreamers have it opened up to a 13-4 lead. Again, getting onto the offensive rebounds. Worked yesterday and has worked here.
二楼的。来，这边还有没有2楼的观众？让我看到你们的双手，好不好？2楼的观众，有没有2楼的观众？来了，来了，我们对面也有份，好不好？我们对面2楼的梦想家人在哪里？让我看到你们的双手，好不好？然后那边好像比较嗨啊，来了。好，等一下第二节倒数5分钟的时候，麻烦到下面找我们的工作人员集合，好不好
We're in it for the likes. Leave a like on the stream, and my bosses will be happy for it. Lioneers initially tied it at 4, but a 9-0 run, forcing them a timeout. So far, just like yesterday, the Dreamers are doing much better rebounding the basketball. And they've also gotten to running, and I think the biggest key for the Lioneers is allowing a lot of dribble penetration by number 11, Achi. Initially, one of those alley-oops didn't result in a dunk, but it resulted in an easy putback, and that last one sent us to a break. Indeed, executing the two-man game to perfection. A little bit of front court pressure. As the Lioneers set up a horn set, stagger screens, Clark and Artino doubling up at the high post. Getting it back, scoring, no, missing over Jim Hawk. Getting the second effort to go. As William Artino, second year with the Lioneers. A busy summer working with the national team. Chinese Taipei winning fourth at the Asian Games. Boyd's fresh into the contest. The Dreamers rotated around, 5 seconds on the clock. Achi behind the back, hesitating, putting it up, and getting the bounce. After yesterday's 19-point effort, Achi's in complete control. In the corner, a miss. Little two-man game. Kenny getting Clark in the air, and can't hit from close. Here come the Lioneers on the run. Clark and Zuyinha on a side. The pass eventually comes, but drop also Artino fouled underneath. We'll have to earn it from the line. Kind of high spirits between the Dreamers, as right now Kenny can smile about a miss close to the basket. Number 0, Chen is in. Finally hit a 3 in the second half of yesterday's game. Artino former Dreamer, though he's never played at Taichung as a home team player. With the squad when they were playing in Changhua County Stadium, about a half an hour south of where we are. Driving, that is. Do not try to walk it. Aiden is also in. But Boyd at the high post. Trying to go for the steal, leaving Artino wide open, and he gets it stuffed down with the left hand. 6 early points for William Artino. Switching back to Boyd. They rotated around, but now Georgie B on a mismatch. Lioneers now switching everything. Boyd has the daylight, a little bit too strong. Good find by Artino. Zuyinha in the corner, no, as Clark in the right spot, and will get a foul out of Julian Boyd down low. Another look at Artino beating the would have been steal in Boyd, and then get caught with his hands down. Another possession. Well, Clark helping out the team with some second efforts. My pregame notes had the Dreamers out rebounding the Lioneers by 17 in their last matchup, but that was a mark that was defeated by yesterday's plus 23 against the Braves. A couple of them dropped through, as for the Lioneers, Cooling Hall will go off for number 12, Lee Jia-rui. Couple possessions in a row. The Lioneers closing the gap, but Hayden stripped from the side, and the Lioneers stopped initially. Good transition defense. Clark guarded by Boyd. Martino guarded by Gilbeck. Working to the elbow, and that one's blocked. Gilbeck showing off the dribble moves. We'll look for Doug. The only Dreamer to not score. There's a miscommunication on the pass. Over to Zimboyu. I think Clark the intended target. Dreamers match up as Oscar loses the handle. Turnovers have picked up here in the middle of the first quarter. Number 7, Zimboyu, kind of profiled as a point guard. With him and Oscar out there, definitely spots where the Dreamers could attack height-wise. Doug Brady, catch and shoot, yes. But we will not go scoreless on the weekend. I only say that facetiously because he's such a lethal shooter. Dreamers defense matches up after a scramble as Lee Jia-rui lost the handle. Out to Clark, 2 seconds. A jump pass, it will be batted back and time will expire. A good defensive stop as Coach Greg yelling instructions over to Oscar. Very crowded in that corner. Get another look at the poor rotation by the Lioneers, leaving a shooter open. And they left Aji open for his first three-point attempt. Fortunately for the Lioneers, he missed. Jie, shot fake, getting the run. No put-back effort made by the Dreamers. Again, kind of a break as Boyd and Gilbeck were in the neighborhood. Oscar will try from deep, no. And Clark from about the free throw line. So the Lioneers keeping within striking distance of the Dreamers. Good denial by Oscar, so Dreamers direct their action the other way. Gilbeck from deep. Good hands by Zimboyu. Clark will get credit for the rebound as Oscar slowly backing down Hayden. Fired around Doug, the last one to touch it. Sensing the offense is not working that well, Aji is coming in for Hayden, who's had his struggles scoring the basketball and being an offensive threat. But his plus-minus numbers have been very strong on the season. Boyd trailing Clark as Evan Lee Jia-rui finds the three. And again, somebody's got to check the hoop on this side of the court. Yesterday, the Braves had an abysmal first half scoring the basketball. Aji immediately getting the pull-up jumper. Could have been a steal as the ball poked past the end line right in front of our Manor broadcast. There you see Gilbeck's screen and Artino's drop coverage a little too deep. Randall Walco will come in. He's checking Evan Lee Jia-rui in the pink sneakers. Trying to cross screen and down screen. Dreamers match up well, forcing a tough shot, but it's a foul and one. Well, so much credit I was giving the Dreamers. Fouling a shooter. Time expiring is not the good defensive strategy. Clean there. He put his hand away, but just crashed into him. Maybe a little unlucky, but indeed a foul.
One shot. Still. Go.
Zenbori with his first points of the game, but can't make it three. Actually out of Ningdao University. Pass not on the same page as here come the Lioneers once again. Back to Artino, taking the contact, and he'll have to earn it from the line. With that foul, be the first by Gilbeck. Number 26, Derek Ridoway will come in for him. Martino with his first free throw of the trip. Trying to improve on last season. Dreamers lead is only 4 points as Boyd screens for Chen. Lioneers quick show, but they back out of it as Doway to Aji. Trying to break down Zenbori, who's spinning to a tough shot of his own, and he got it. In the first quarter, 6 points for number 11, Hsinchu. Better start than yesterday. But they did have the big lead early. Jare's quick catch and shoot is Rubio comes down with the rebound, but stumbling, running out of time. The referees are going to wave off that layup. Probably a tough one to take if you're the Lioneers, though. They did call it a dead ball, so I don't know if it's going to be a coach's challenge or the referees electing to go to monitor themselves. Another look. Our colleagues at Formosa Television have already queued up the slow-mo, and it looks like the basketball was still in his hands as the light came on. Very acrobatic play by Lee Jare. Indeed, they do wave it off. Lioneers are doing an okay job defensively because they've allowed 104.1 points per game. Last season was the first ever team to allow 100 points per game on the road and home splits. At home, they were a bit better at 95.3 for comparison. Screen by Doway, but hopping free on the left side, Hsinchu overshoots it. Another break for the Lioneers. They have numbers. Zenbori shot fake, then going up, and he scores again. Good bit of scoring from the Lioneers guards in the game. Aji doubled, leaving Derek wide open from center. It's off, but Boyd pulls it down and they get it around. Hsinchu with another try, and he's off again. His deep stroke has not been online. By Artino, Zenbori finally finding him quickly down low and out of bounds. Goborshun couldn't hang on to it. The first-year Lioneer, the veteran of the national team. 1.6 left. Aji spinning and did not even get a shot off. So the Dreamers go on a 9-0 run, but the Lioneers have kind of punched back in the game. They're down by 4 as the first quarter is in the books. We'll be back after this.
要过来了，来了。好，我们的第一张照片，来看这边优尼兽的板板。来，1、2、3。好，来，我们再来拍下一张。还要一张吗？转，再一张，好，Sex 们要求再一张，这边好像。来了，稳定啊，大家找分值，2、3，好 ，OK， 那我们移动到下一个区域，哪边？优尼兽，我们往哪边走？好，我们往右边走。来了，我们这边的球迷们，我们梦想家人们。好，一样是给优尼兽拍吗？好，那我来坐这边 ，OK。好，大家准备好了吗？自己找分值哦，把你们的折扇举起来。2、3。好，很赞。好，我们再来往这边移动。好，不如我来拍一张吧。来，我来帮优尼兽跟大家拍一张。好。来，壮一起，来喽！好，我们决定了，我们直接自拍好了。来，这边的球迷们，准备，1、2、3。好，我也不知道拍了什么，但是希望洗出来很好看。好，谢谢大家，让我们继续帮梦想家加油！
Vote for the week MVP of the Plus League by checking Plus League related social media accounts on Mondays. The Dreamers have had their share of open shots, but the Lioneers have pulled those rebounds down and done a good job kind of forcing the issue by pushing the pace up. Looking at the box score, which you can follow along on PLEAGUEofficial.com/game/435 is this particular game code. The first quarter, the Lioneers 0 for 9 from beyond the arc, and the Dreamers only 1 for 7. Thanks a lot, boys. Well, the score is rather close, unlike yesterday's game. A 21-8 frame for the Dreamers. The lowest scoring quarter of the Plus League is only 4 points. There's Jamarcus, wearing number 0. Hurt his shoulder in the preseason against the Dreamers. Clark getting the screen, then firing away. I don't think it touched anything. Martino gambles for the steal as Clark blocks a Georgie B and then falls out of bounds with it. Good stop for the Lioneers initially. A rare occasion where the defense actually beats the offense, but Clark sticking with the play after helping out. Now Walco attacking on the curl, and Clark another rebound. Doing everything for his team. Chen. And another miss. PLEAGUE in the right spot. Clark a quick shot on the handoff. It's good. Chen kind of tied up there on the handoff motion. So right away, a holding foul against Gilbeck. Good enough footwork and getting the shot over Gilbeck, not an easy task. Anji flinging pass back to Georgie B off of Gilbeck's hand. The ball's on the floor. Shot clock running down as Jamarcus gets 2 hands on it. Here come the Lioneers. Big rifle passes. PLEAGUE given a step, and it's the right choice by the Dreamers, but Martino beats 2 Dreamers to the rebound. score is tied at 22. Artino, there you see on the scorebook with already 10 points. As Aki tries from mid-range, and he's got the bounce. Trying to get a little extra afterwards, too. Marcus into the paint, but tied up by Gilbeck. Going to be called a jump ball, and arrows pointing for the Dreamers. Hayden and Doug will come in for the Dreamers. There you see, could have been something there on the elbow. Over on the other side, good patience by Gilbeck. Staying down on the floor, keeping his shoes to the hardwood. Jackson finds his way for a teardrop. In yesterday's action, only had the 2 points, but had 4 assists. Oscar creating some distance. They got a mismatch of Artino. They don't go his way. Evan passing his way, and Jianhao with the stop. Going up the Gilbeck numbers for the Dreamers, and he gets way up high and slams it down with 2. His career high did take place here in Taichung against the Lioneers. Clark putting on the dribble move, and that one's off. So quickly, a 6-point run can be extended. Kenny getting in there, a whistle, and thought he should have the layup, but he at least has a trip to the free throw line. Here you see the awkwardly floated pass by Doug, and Gilbeck is way more youthful and way bouncier than Clark in transition that particular play. You're gonna see that one from all angles. And a miss by Kenny at the line. His shooting mechanics in need of some repair. Only 1 for 9 on the season shooting the 3 ball. That's the arc. Coming into this game, 4 for 8 from the line. Not had that many opportunities. I'm gonna put the defensive game with a at least average offensive efficiency. 2-3 zone as Zembori gets to mid-range. As Georgie P this time with 1. Completely outracing the Lioneers down the floor. So the substitution doesn't do anything to stop the Dreamers' momentum, forcing the Lioneers to a timeout. With 8:22, it's the home team up by 9 real quick.
梦想家球员压轴入场的球员是谁？扫 QR code 加 Area 02官方 LINE 直接回答出问题的答案，直接打出压轴。最后，好了，10秒，9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。好的，那么等一下中场的时候呢？官方的 LINE 会直接抽出我们的得奖者，等于说他会直接回复你们，你们就知道你们中奖啦，好吗？好，谢谢大家。
This season's new Plus League merch is out. Head to pleagueofficial.com/shop. A little bit of bumpy in the beginning, but Georgie B, there you see, just taking a couple quick steps on Artino retreating, and nobody in the back to help out the Lioneers on defense. And look at how far he took off too. Can't let Steelers rookie Daniel get all the highlight. Start of the season. Last time these two teams played was actually last weekend on a Saturday. The Dreamers defeated the Lioneers in Hsinchu 91-73. The lowest combined scoring game. Catching, fading away. That one's off, and Achi will push it up. The Lioneers do get back, as Eli Genzomi is probably way past his playing days. The number 5 official. Funny enough, that first game actually kind of was way more defensive. Oscar stopped by Hayden. Off the Earl Clark brush screen, he'll get an open shot. Still off. Numbers for the Dreamers, but Lioneers match up. That was the first time in the season both teams shot below 40% from the field. Below 40% from 2, including the Lioneers 16 for 50. So the Dreamers, one of their staples is having the choice to rotate 3 import bigs, and even Derek Lito away, who's a decent rim protector, are in the paint quite well. And in the Plus League, where 3-point shooting percentage is only about 31% as a league, and that's been pretty consistent all 3 previous seasons. Jin Hall goes down. That was very close. Guarding the paint is very important in our league. Oscar switched on to by Boyd defensively. Now Clark fakes the screen, goes to the corner, but Georgie B switches onto him. His shot is off. Clark on the game, 2 for 7 as getting to the cup thanks to an assist. As initially with more points to his name. He's got 8. The lead is now double digits for the first time. Up wildly. Guarded by Rubio. Achi with room, floats it up to Boyd. Good body control as he finishes. The defender coming under him. Snowboard screening for Clark. He's weighing his option on the run. This time gets the bounce. Clark back on the scoreboard. Now with 8 points. Bad pass, and the Lioneers are on the run. Hall trying to screen for Oscar while on the run. Clark feeling it, takes the dribble pull up. Again, the Dreamers are doing a good job grabbing defensive rebounds. Boyd out to Aji, lets it go, and it's short to the right. And a much better penetrator, like more often Oscar is, but that time not get it to fall. Very quick pace, but not great efficiency. Get into the run, and an easy floater by number 11, Hsinchu. Shot fake is still a very legitimate threat from him. Hall takes a deep step back, one of his specialties. Hayden getting past one and somehow getting it to fall way high up off the glass. And out of timeouts, Coach Greg can only instruct from the sideline. We've got Artino and Luguan Shen. They're at the scorer table. up his dribble, so Clark matched up, if not doubled. They from 3. Good effort by Georgie B, and again the Dreamers full of energy as Jian Hao bottoms it. 42-24. And a 0 for 16 3-point shooting start for the road team. Clark tries another one and breaks the streak. Finding the fans here in Taichung quickly, but the lead is quite substantial after that. Still up by 15. Nobody checks on. Gets an easy reverse. You would think that the C for Coach Greg has been hot after being the last place team last year, but you'd think it'd be getting hotter, but management has not made a move on that yet. And fouling on the run. It will be the 4th for the Lioneers, and that's how good the Dreamers have been. They forced the Lioneers to so far a 9-point quarter without committing any fouls to stop him. There's Oscar. Really could be called for an unsportsmanlike there. But we'll let him get away with it. He has 3 personal. In the Plus League, you get 5 fouls, but for the 6th is ineligible. Substitution for the Dreamers as well, as that one's off of a Lioneers leg. Georgie B kind of running out of steam is subbed out of the game for some well-deserved rest. Gilvick and Hayden, as Hayden almost got it again. Steal, and it's Randall Walker's turn. Wow, quite a bit of vertical on that one. Coming off of a knee injury suffered in season 2. Randall Walker showing off the hops, guarding Evan. Jabray stadium was quite loud. A good mid-range made by Wu Guanxuan. Did have 11 points against the Dreamers the last time they played. Off the bench, though, as he scored 0 as a starter the next night against the Braves. Two Lioneers collide into each other as Gilbeck finds a teammate. It's a pick by the Lioneers, though. Lee Jarre, one man to beat, and kind of lucky to get a foul out of the retreating Dreamers there. Not played flawless, as you see that batted ball and batted again. Could be a dangerous play, but no contact made, so no whistle warranted as Randall Walko. His best highlight in the Plus League came in his rookie season. It was also in Taichung, but at the Taiwan Sport University. Actually, Lu Guanxuan played with the now defunct Suns. And he actually dunked over an opponent. The free throw shooting has been a lot easier for the Lioneers, but they're having trouble getting any penetration. It's a lot of isolation. Weird defensive scheme as Walko overshoots everything. Zong almost lost the handle. From the other corner, it's no good. The lead at 15 with a minute to go. Maji floating up to Gilbeck, getting everyone out of the way, and will at least trip it to the free throw line. Hsinchu kind of throwing up some very casual alleys, trusting his center to go get it. Need to put it a little bit closer to the target. But the Dreamers this time kind of catch a break. Because if the pass was errant, the referees might not need to call a foul. Gilbeck too strong with his first. As mentioned on yesterday's broadcast, season 3, only a 60% free throw shooter, as you hear some of the Lioneers fans in-house trying to help their team out a little bit. Dreamers back into a zone defense. One screen and did not get the bounce as Lioneers intentionally fouls Gilbeck. So more free throws coming up for the Dreamers starting center. And in this early part of the game, number 8 for the Dreamers, that's Wang Zheyuan, or Jason will actually check into the game. Gilbeck feeling good with the first one. This time flips it, makes the first, misses the second. It's a 17-point lead for the Dreamers. Lioneers could go for a 2-for-1 here. Wu Shen guarded by 2 now. Dreamers defense gets back into shape. Martino to Evan. Back to Zimbori, 1 second on the clock. No. And Gilbeck's long arm pulls down the rebound. About a 4-second difference, shot clock to game clock. The Lioneers will get perhaps another chance if they can get a stop. Hsinchu getting a step and a smack out of the way, but it's going to be a foul. He said the smack on the basketball by Hsinchu. Kind of looks like a dangerous guy out there. So Evan Lee Jare, the one called for the foul, and a couple free throws for number 0, Chen Hsinchu, with 8 seconds left on the clock. He'll get the friendly roll. Chen Hsinchu on the season, only shooting 7 for 23 from the field. Now 4 for 4 at the line. But he has been getting a healthy share of minutes under Coach Perlman's rotation. A little bit of Dreamers pressure as Evan pops free, driving to the cup. The whistle. He missed the layup, but looks like it's going to be a foul on Hsinchu. A screen got a defender out of the way, and here's Gilbeck trying to plead for his teammate to get out of the way so he can get the block shot. So a decent outcome if you're the Lioneers. Jare swishes his first free throw. And enthusiastic Lioneers fans could be heard, and now the Dreamers fans trying to respond. They do get a miss. 50-32 for the Formosa Dreamers at half will be the score as the two teams head to the locker rooms, looking to extend their winning streak, make it a home sweep on this trip. We'll be back after these messages with our halftime analysis.
的朋友，现在帮我留在现场好吗？我们唱名3次要马上举手，帮我们留在现场才有机会得到这个10万块的 logo shot 的机会。
没错，唱名3次啊！好，我们现在抽出第1位了，第1位。好，哎，完蛋，这个。好，电子票，莫三马217，莫三马217，郑同学，莫三马217有没有
？217。
好，我们先抽第2位啊，我们先抽第2位。
没关系，我们给你一点时间，第2位。不好意思，我们抽到一张票号被撕掉的，所以要重抽一张。
好，重抽一张，来了。好，1楼1区 A B C D 的1区900，3排3号。
3排3号。
1区900，3排3号。有没有在现场的？哇，第一次看到中场留这么多人啊！
有吗？举手了是不是？
好，有吗？1区3排3号有吗？好，在这个时间呢，大家同样可以把手机拿出来看，看我们 Area 02的官方账号有没有回复你。有回复你的话，就代表说你中奖，然后可以去领鞋子。
是的。
好。
好，那我们再抽一个，因为刚才没有。请问你是3排？
有了，3排3号。
3排3号。
3排3号有一个了。
logo shot的朋友，那接下来第2位，1楼 A 区8排10号，有在现场吗？1楼 A 区。
有吗
？8排10号的同学，哟，恭喜下有 logo shot 的机会。好，那接下来就是我们的中场游戏时间。
好，我看我们球迷朋友已经准备好了哦。好，那就准备好的时候，请我们球迷朋友来我们的中场啦。
是的，
来。
我们一样分成绿队跟白队，对不对？
没错。
对。
好，大家有没有看到我们已经场布了一个很像躲避球的球场？
是的，我们今天又要来我们的梦想家运动会，在篮球场玩躲避球。那一样分成绿队跟白队2队。
This season, the Plus League launched the Quan and Ryan Show, talking about the East Asia Super League and basketball in the region. Subscribe to the Plus League YouTube channel so you don't miss out. Ryan Chen, yours truly on the English commentating. Jiafan and Tai Jingjing on the Mandarin broadcast, as we are here at halftime in a game between the Lioneers and Dreamers. There is a combined team statistics where the Dreamers have a 18-point lead after the first 2 quarters, the first half, the first 24 minutes. It's not been a great shooting performance by either team. A combined only 3 for 31 beyond the arc, but the Dreamers have done much better despite playing on a back-to-back, playing with more energy, grabbing more rebounds, and getting more easy scores on the fast break. Turnovers have not been a huge issue, though of course every coach, as Metcalf alludes to, would want to see 0 in that column, 0 in that row perhaps. The Dreamers also have done a little bit better job sharing the basketball. They're at the second to bottom row, 10 assists to the Lioneers 5. The Lioneers offense has been a lot of one-on-one out there. The Dreamers are not settling for those threes and forcing the issue by getting into the paint, whether it's their guards between Aji, there you see driving from the right side, or Hayden Wujatru, who's also done the same. Not settling, forcing the Lioneers defense to match up to them. And then, of course, they've found their fair fast break opportunities. There was an alley-oop for the first timeout of the game by the Lioneers in the first quarter, and then they called the first timeout in the second quarter as well. And that has contributed to the tough sledding it's been for the Lioneers. Coach Greg unable to stop the momentum. They are playing one import short with Mike Fiba with an ankle injury and Marinkovic with a hand injury. Both suffered last week in the Lioneers homestand. Now, getting the start after having 11 points in the last game, Lu Guanshen for the Lioneers. He formerly played with the Taichung team, but now in his first year with the P.LEAGUE Lioneers, he's missing all his three-pointers, but he's really taking the shots he should and finding the pockets of space in the Dreamers' defense. Kind of the only Lioneer you could say is really turning into a little bit of a threat, though of course has not even reached double-digit scoring. Artino and Clark have done an okay job grabbing their share of the rebounds. Clark even has a block shot on Bezanishvili, number 6 for the Dreamers. His first game played in 3 games. But a lot of Dreamers have gotten on the scoreboard. We'll bring you those leading scorers in the second segment. One break until we get there. We'll be back after this.
这个女球迷刚刚也是巾帼不让须眉，觉得中场游戏如何？好玩吗？好。
好的，那接下来就要由我来公布今天获胜的队伍。刚才呢，由我的工作人员两边的计分员留下来的分数，两队只有1分之差，一队是6分，一队是7分。所以呢，我要来公布。
好，请公布。
获胜的队伍7分会是谁呢？恭喜获胜的队伍是绿队！
恭喜！恭喜！恭喜绿队！
有1分之差拿下胜利，恭喜你们！来往我们的中间一起来拍一张照，来颁奖。
不过白队虽然不能去滑雪，但你们刚刚那么卖力的份上，你们可以获得我们法大炸鸡跑得快套餐。好，我们一起看向前方的摄影机哦，一起合照，来，1、2、3，1、2、3。
谢谢，非常感谢梦想家人，
谢谢我们6位球迷朋友，谢谢。
好了，当我们中场游戏玩完之外呢，待会剩下的最后2分钟是我们台中主场战开幕战的 logo shot 时间。那我们最后2场呢，最后2个幸运朋友的10万块，今天可不可以拿到？
好，我们台总已经在这边
付钱的老大在这边。就看他可不可以把钱送出去了。
没错。
2位幸运得主嘛，想不想拿10万块？
想。
想不想拿10万块？
想。
有没有买季票？
没有。
有没有买季票？
没有。
没有，很诚实，我喜欢，欣赏你们。但是如果拿了10万块，要不要买季票？
买。
那你要买几张？2张。好。
那你要不要买？买，可以。
希望你们今天把10万块带走，加油！最后2分钟，让我们呼吸喘气一下。
好，接下来呢，又到了我们 Dreamers Message， 我们传递爱的环节了。我们今天也得到了很多的手卡，要来念给大家听。
I make sure that Northside eat, yeah. And still, bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wishing and wishing and wishing and wishing. They wishing on me, yeah. Yeah. Bad things.
If you want to see more P.LEAGUE tonight, the Steelers welcome in the Kings in the return of Jeremy Lin to his former squad. Though he does have credit of playing on a lot of teams in his resume. Brendan Gilbeck was a 3 for 6 so far in the game at the line, and yesterday after a 1 for 8 performance, stayed behind and kept on working his shot from the charity stripe. It's not been as proficient as he wanted to be in now 3 seasons with the Dreamers, but the season is still fresh. Maybe he'll turn it around with a little bit more work. Leading scorers for the Lioneers, Earl Clark with 11, Willie Martino with 10. That's number 7, Zimboyu with 4. Number 42, Guan Shun with 4, and Evan Lee Jare with 3 points on that and 1. Well, coming into the game, the Lioneers imports were actually not really pulling their weight, only scoring 38% of the points on a plus league worst 36 percentage points from the field. The league average is now 48%, and they've been doing more than 2/3 of the scoring in this game, so it's actually now the locals who need to find their openings. The plus league average for the first 3 seasons was 40% prior to the new rule changes. On the Dreamer side, it's Aji leading them in scoring with 12 points and actually leaving some out on the floor with his missed threes. Brendan Gilbeck with 11, Georgie B with 8, Doug Creighton with 6 points, and Hayden Wu Jiajun has got 4. Very consistently driving it inside the paint. And dribble penetration has been a very big issue for the Lioneers, whether it's on a screen or whether the Dreamers just rotate the ball around. The Lioneers defenders can't keep up. That was perhaps Aji's highlight play of the first half, that fadeaway on Zimboyu. But even despite not shooting the ball well from the outside, he's 0 for 2. There you see his shot fake and drive on Oscar still created his opportunities. Well, the Plus League saw 14 games last season with less than full attendance by imports, and the winning percentage only 5 and 9, none by the Lioneers. We'll see if they can pull off something in the second half.
好，我们第一位球员要给我们的新秀丁丁丁冠浩，希望你可以在新秀赛季大放异彩，场均10分。丁丁加油！来自林同学。好，下一位呢要给我们的郑源，8号郑源，练球加油，打球加油，要记得休息，别累坏喽。
加油加油！
哦，这个很特别，给26号德威，给德威，是来自多多写的，多多写的 ，I love you。
Charges as it needs to my girl. That shit platinum just like all of my releases, my girl. Niggas come for me, I tear them all to pieces, my girl. I'ma show your sexy ass what relief is, my girl.
好，下一位要给我们的简浩，简浩，希望简浩健康完赛，带领梦想家拿到冠军。圣诞快乐
，Merry Christmas！
美丽，来自美丽。好，现在要来到我们最精彩的中场部分了，我们的 logo shot 的部分。
是的，我们的 logo shot 2位幸运得主来到我们的场中央，我们只有1分钟的时间，让你们来机会就1球，把我们的10万块可以投走。来，中间在这里。
我都替你们兴奋。来，谁要先？你先吗？
好，不管怎么样，直直的投出去，用奔跑的10万块在这边把它带走。
怎么样？你要怎么投都可以，我只要求不要踩线就好，好不好？
不要踩线。
好，我们现场球迷朋友可以帮他加油一下吗？
加油，10万块！
哦，哎，这个看起来蛮有水准的哦，蛮有水准的。
加油加油！
稍微左边一点，比他左边一点。
10万！
来了！
加油！
啊，稍微短了点，非常可惜。
台总自己带回家，没有了。
还是没有人帮我们
可惜，没有关系。但是今天呢，持续帮梦想家一起加油！
加油！
Cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs. Nah, I'm a pop star, not a doctor. Bitches calling my phone like I'm locked up. Non-stop from the plane to the fucking helicopter. Yeah, cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs. Nah, I'm a pop star, not a doctor. My credit all good. Bitch, I'm always good.
The New Taipei Kings took another East Asia Super League victory at home. Next up is the Braves on December 20th at the Santa Rosa Sports Complex in the Philippines. Kings are in action tonight against the Steelers down in Kaohsiung. The Steelers, I looked it up, looking for their very first victory at home when it comes to opening weekend. They are so far 0 for 5, but face a monumental task of a 5-0 Kings squad. Same starting set for the Lioneers as the Dreamers also go with their starters, but show off a zone as Wu Guanxun shot fake down to Artino and gets the friendly swirl as they switch sides of the court. Deflected ball, and the Lioneers, a score and a stop. Here they go as William Artino lays it in with the left hand. There's a promising start for the Lioneers fans who now are starting to chant the defense audibly as Chen misses. Georgie B with a one-handed putback. Guarded by Gilbeck. Weird exchange as they finally get it. Artino on the block, working on Bezanishvili. Quick pass to Julian. Well, his three is good. And it's actually turning into a great start for the Lioneers. Georgie B, Kawalko. He's getting into the paint, puts it up with the right hand and scores. Oscar getting in touch. His side stepper. A little bit of embellishment there. We'll go to the line, it looks like, for a three-point shot. Gonna look at the contest. Well, there's a hit on the arm, and Malco's trying to contend that. Oscar didn't need to stick his leg out. Might be something they keep an eye out for the rest of the game. Galguahal quick with the first free throw, but misses. His career versus the Dreamers, 12 points per game in 3+ seasons now. But as long as he makes a three-pointer against them, he can actually score 16 points per game. And so far in this contest, oh, he had that one fouled. So far in this contest, actually his first score from the free throw line. Another turnover by the Dreamers as Earl Clark puts it down with 2, but Perlman not utilizing any of his timeouts yet. Kenny to Georgie B. And the whistle eventually comes. Two coming up. It looks like Artino and Georgie B still trying to communicate. Another look. Artino rightfully saying he got hit in the face, because he did. When you're contesting a dunker, that's definitely a risk you take. One important note is Artino's in the restricted area. Only a 1 for 2 trip, so the Lioneers still with a strong start to the third quarter, to the second half. 11-4 is this run. Oscar with a dribble pull-up, yes. I got the Dreamers kind of nervous. In the second half of FIBA regulated basketball games, each coach can elect to have take 3 timeouts, and in the Plus League, there's a 30-second player called timeout under 2 minutes. Working in the mid-range and puts it in with the right hand. Lead right now at 11. Double pass over to Clark, down to Artino, backing down to Gilbeck, spinning, ducking one way, blocked, and Hayden will get up ahead. Over to Kenny, giving a step. They swing it around. One high screen by Gilbeck over Bezanishvili, but first it's an illegal screen. And that'll be Gilbeck's second personal foul, but another turnover by the Dreamers on the quarter. According to our website, that's their third. Another look at Oscar tripping over Gilbeck's boots, to use a football term. Looking for Clark at the wing, tied up, losing the handle. Time will expire, and it's a Lioneers turnover. Easy defensive possession for the Dreamers. Down screen for a Doug. He'll fire away. It's off. But a good look for the Dreamers. Martino fakes the screen, now trying to get in position, but it's Hsinchu. Deep pass to Bezanishvili, down deployed. Yes. Fancy behind the back. And emphatic 2 points. Clark with quick fire 3. He's struggling to keep pace as Kenny Chen fouled and almost put it up and in. So with a change in personnel, the Dreamers are doing a great job taking back the momentum. Julian Boyd, as mentioned, yesterday's leader in individual scoring with 23. If I'm looking at this correctly, 4 points on 2 of 5 shooting in the contest. That's Kenny Chen misses the first. Maybe next week we'll see highlights of him shooting after the game. A 2 for 4 afternoon at the line. Driving kick from Oscar to Evan, down to Artino, putting it up over Boyd. Does have a height advantage. Artino with a game-leading 16 points. Kenny working in the mid-range, floating up for a miss. Georgie B put it on target, but Clark will get the bounce eventually. Down low, but odd spacing. Evan still tries from deep, too strong. Hayden kind of unlucky with that loose ball foul there. The Dreamers 3 team fouls to the Lioneers 2. Keep an eye on that. Anything the Lioneers can get to help them. Some bonus free throws would be good. Well, our first break in the action in the second half. We'll be back after these messages.
把你们的折扇拿起来哦，来，莎莎可以帮比个爱心哦，来了，我们球迷朋友可以比个爱心，也可以把你们的手上的折扇拿起来，一起帮梦想家加油。哦，哎， 2位可爱的球迷朋友，让我看到你们的折扇哦，一粉一绿也蛮应景的。哦，又是2位可爱的球迷朋友，把你们的折扇举高，但是可以举正。我梦想狙击手，2位阿奇的粉丝哦，又是一对可爱的小情侣，应该是情侣。哦，2位球迷朋友，让我看到你们的折扇好不好？哦，3位可爱的球迷朋友，耶！好，让我看到你们的落入所居。好，谢谢大家。哦，还有。
Welcome back to the broadcast. Merry Dreamers is the theme here in Taichung. For the rest of the Plus League schedule, up until Christmas Eve, next weekend, the Steelers and Pilots have home games. The Pilots, first time playing at home, carries good momentum from an overtime win last night. And then the week after, 16-17, Pilots Braves the home team, a Pilots Tuesday night game, a Dreamers Friday night game, and a Christmas Eve, Kings Lioneers home, and Christmas Eve, Kings Lioneers at home. So after the television timeout, the Dreamers and man defense as Boyd passes it up to Hayden in a funny looking turnover by the Lioneers. GB stopped by Oscar as Hayden takes out the defender, could not get it on. On target, that is, as Oscar finding the lane with the left hand flings it up to a miss, and again the Dreamers on the run with momentum. Georgie B, a beautiful arc. Well, Coach Greg still has 3 of his timeouts. If he needs to change the tenor of the game, as Oscar gets to the cup. Thought they could have got something on that, in addition to the 2 points. Gogolhan now has 7. Dreamers bounce it around. Hayden hanging onto it into a miss. Looks like it was off of Artino. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. Bezanishvili had a few 3-point opportunities in the face of Igor Zaysev. Not so successful in his last Plus League game. And, can we even call this a start still? 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Takes the drill, ball poked away from behind. That's Zimbo. You should get credit for the steal. A little 2-on-4, and it's going to turn into a Lioneers missed opportunity. Bezanishvili taking the contact and getting the finish over Gilbeck, and it looks like it'll be a delay of game warning. Dreamer touching the basketball after it went into the cylinder. Martino, legal position, but Bezanishvili taking the contact, and another score for him. Martino free for a moment as Chen trying to chase Zimboir around to Clark on the block. Big fadeaway, again blocked by Boyd. I think that's his 2nd one against the import as Bezanishvili flies through. Dreamers on a win streak and now streaking ahead in the game. Lead is up to 17. Just very poor awareness in transition and forcing the Lioneers to call timeout. On the screen now is the offensive efficiency of the teams. On the far left column is the offensive efficiency. In the middle column, the defensive efficiency. And on the right, what you can call the net rating. So far in the season, coming into today, the Lioneers, the lowest offensive rating at just about 91, and the highest defensive rating at 110 points. You can kind of equate that to basically points per game, but it kind of equalizes the number of possessions teams take in a game. Meanwhile, the Dreamers, a lot more balanced in the pack, but certainly more scoring than points allowed. And the #1 team is the Kings. Now, that's per 100 possessions typically. And in the Plus League contest, at least in this season, the possessions per game is sitting around at about 90, so kind of put a discount to that. One player that could really help the Lioneers there, you see Xiao Song-yi, he's been dealing with a number of leg injuries in the last few seasons, but a player worthy of All Plus League first team for his efforts, bodying and trying to contest imports and the best scorers of the other teams, then turning himself to an okay shooter and certainly a very important rim runner. Get another look at Bezanishvili running down and nobody checking the basketball. And for his efforts, he'll go to the bench. Definitely kind of getting a sense that he empties out his tank pretty quickly. He does have 10 points and a perfect 4 for 4 shooting in the quarter. So you could say well-deserved rest. Gilbeck in as Rubio can't beat Doug Creighton on the block. Hachi thought about it. The Lioneers give a 2-3 look. Doug Creighton has not even had a touch. Long rebound to Hachi as the Lioneers now in a scramble. Gilbeck's turn around and he hits. And like I said, they didn't even get the ball to their best shooter out on the perimeter, and they still got a score. Side pick and roll for Oscar and Artino, but Dreamers on their cues. Back to Oscar, hesitating, now pulling away, short and to the left. Clark in the right spot. But the mid-range is off. Quickly to the basket, Julian Boyd from Hachi. Another highlight play by these Dreamers. If these rims are off, you can pretty obviously see why. Still pushing, not confident in his shot, he throws it away. As Oscar trying to get the foul in the corner, he will get it, but that is not a offensive possession that I'd be proud of. Get another look, Aji from behind the logo there. He was streaking Julian Boyd. Dreamers imports don't need to be scoring a ton of volume, but boy, they sure are giving the fans a lot to cheer about with these highlight plays. Oscar, stopped by Aji, goes to the pull-up and rattles it in. Better offense beats good defense. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Oscar's got 9 points on the frame. The last game against the Dreamers actually was very gun-shy, only taking 5 field goals. And Gilbeck fading away, but leaving it short. Glad he got contact, but in that situation, probably should have better awareness of the defender where they could help from. That time it came from the strong side, the ball side. Martino left free, he strokes it, but too strong. Gonna be a foul on Doborshin for holding on to Boyd's arm from behind. Get another look. Yep, good eye by the referee. There was a hook. Came a little later, and it came on that last jump. That's a dangerous play. That's the right call. Only the third team foul by the Lioneers. Forced to spin the other way, shoots it in Gilbeck's face. Easy rebound, being physical and missing another opportunity, but it's this time Boyd from the outside, and eventually Artino wins. Complaining from the fans, but Artino and Gilbeck really were battling each other the whole possession. Back in their zone defense, Evan. Pump fake down to Doborshin, blocked by Gilbeck. Ball to Hayden. A minute left in the third quarter. Down to Boyd, but not the best pass in the world. Going to result in a Dreamers turnover, but get another look at the defense. That's why as much as shot blockers want to jump, there you see Gilbeck. When you spin around, feet on the ground, that's how you can get back up to block a shot. He's already got 3, but trying to recover his breath. Tianhao's in for the first time, number 9 from the Lioneers, floating it up and somehow getting it to fall over 3 Dreamers. What a way to get back into the game. Seeing his playing time go down rapidly from season to season. Matched up to Chen with an acrobatic twisting layup. What a great answer. 3 seconds left. Lioneers are not aware. Finally putting up a shot wildly. It's going to result in a miss. So heading into the 4th and final frame, the Dreamers with a comfortable lead over the visiting Lioneers.
Forget what you did last December. You left my heart a mess. But you would. How could you do it? Do it, do it, do it. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save it from tears, I'll give it to someone special. You get I'll give it to someone special.
耶，谢谢女孩们精彩的表演。
There's only one I'm missing. And if you feel alone, you don't have to feel that no more. I just wanna see you like that, see you like that. So if you're ready, and if you let me, I wanna see it in motion, in 3D. You won't regret me. Champagne confetti. I wanna see.
Plus leader球迷 Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英语吧教你的篮球的英文术语，欢迎大家点资讯栏的连结一起学习。Well, the Dreamers have been putting a lot of work in the weight room according to our broadcast partners. pulling down 59 rebounds to their opponent's 48, including 17 offensive rebounds, scoring 13.8 points per game. And I feel like you can also almost say that they need to improve their scoring efficiency and defensive scoring efficiency against opponents' second chance opportunities. They're really difficult to beat if they're getting extra possession for themselves, even if their offense might not be in the operating at the highest level. But Jamie Perlman, their head coach, did mention that yesterday in the press conference, how they're working on it. Chen working his way, and that's a block shot by Tian Hao. Number 0, Jamarcus, will get a foul out of the fast break. Another look at the secondary effort by Tian Hao. I think that might be the first time I've ever seen a step-back free throw by Jamarcus. Last year, a member of the Kaohsiung 1-7 Live Steelers. Makes both. Actually, his best scoring performance was 25 points in Kaohsiung against the Dreamers. The Steelers' quest to make the playoffs for the first time and fell one game short. The final game day of the season. The loss to the Dreamers. Boyd driving in. Wow. Probably got high enough to dunk, but lays it in off the glass. And Hall, though, blocked by Walco as, see how they call it for. It's going to stay with the Lioneers. Give another look at kind of misdirection. Julian Boyd recovering from many of knee injuries. Still look pretty bouncy. Marcus working his way in, a slow move, and eventually bounced in. I think that's William Martino who'll get credit for that putback. As mentioned, the Dreamers have not allowed more than one 20-point scorer in their winning streak. And the only 20-point scorer was Igor Zaysev with 26 a couple weeks ago. As mentioned, 3 by the Steelers is what propelled them to that victory. The Dreamers' home opener in Zhanghua. Their secondary home opener. Martino, good fake, but blocked. No, a whistle. Pretty decent defense, but he played a little bit cleaner. Gonna look Artino. The shake, and then, ooh. Block at the hands, I would say, is pretty clean, but Artino with a chance at the line. Overshoots that first one. Do welcome all you viewers on the English broadcast. Taking a look at the stream. I do encourage all comments in the chat. In any language, though I only read Mandarin and English. Hayden, nice head fake to a lefty lay. Might not make the highlights, but certainly was pretty exciting and very skillful. Also good help and recovery too. Shen will float it with the right hand. Artino right back at it, but misses. And a pass fired through the hands. A little bit too hot, and it's a Lioneers turnover. They have not coughed the basketball up too many times in the game. That's positive, as last season one of the biggest weaknesses on the road was 19 turnovers. Shoot over Jamarcus. Tian Hao calling away Artino, calling for a Clark screen as he puts it up. Almost a good play as Artino can't quite get it in. yesterday did hit a 3 after a overperformance last week. Back 2 for 5. Ooh, a scramble for the basketball. Initially won by Jamarcus, but Chen stays tied up. Looks like everybody's all right, and a line change for the Dreamers. Hope the scorers table is paying attention, getting a look. And an easy ball rotation from the Dreamers left to right. Unaware of the shot clock, the Lioneers dribble it out. Well, imitating yesterday the Dreamers, the Lioneers actually have 3 point guards out there. Jamarcus, Gao Guohao, and Jian Hao. Georgie D with a catch and shoot. Gonna be a rebounding foul by Artino. When you play the Dreamers, you gotta know Brennan Gilbeck's gonna battle you all night on the boards. And there you see the right arm hook. Good catch by the referee. Poor personal by Artino. He's the only import in there for the Lioneers. They only have 2 on the active roster today. As initially, pass deflected. Still time though. It's Gilbeck fires away to a miss. Good shot by Jamarcus. It dances off the rim. Making his Lioneers debut in the regular season. Aji takes out Artino and bottoms the jumper. Quickly the other way, a whistle. I believe it's going to be the Dreamers. Another look at Artino's drop coverage. Aji went right at him. It'll be baseline out of bounds for the Lioneers. Guohao was open, but Artino doesn't hit him. Getting a through pass from Oscar. No block shot, sticking with it. Another miss. A chase for the rebound, won by the Lioneers. It was another uncoordinated Lioneers offensive possession, but they do get free throws out of it. There you see Artino bumping into Gilbeck and resulting in a loose ball. But when you caught it back, was in great position to go again. We'll go back and watch the film. We're probably not going to harp on the Dreamers' defense that much on that possession. Will Artino, 19 points. Oh, so far missing 4 free throws. Make it 5. Lioneers do a good job matching up. And of course a deep 3 miss by Doug. Dancing around Aji, flinging it up. Would have been a nice one. Dreamers in no hurry. Aji left alone at the free throw line. Count it. Lioneers have to do a much better job staying connected to the best scorers out there for their opponents. attacking on the run. Back to Tian Hao, and he bottoms it. No foul despite Lioneers getting tangled, and looks like they'll be given a stoppage for an injury. Looks like they will be calling out the trainers. Get another look at the contest. It looks like, ooh, a bad ankle turn on the right side for Lioneers. Though not showing any pain. It's definitely a tough sight to see. Finally showing a little bit of a grimace. That was a bad ankle turn. Right now, Julian Boyd checking into the scorer's table. Next time the Dreamers play will be next Sunday in Kaohsiung against the Steelers. Next time the Lioneers plays will be next Sunday in Taoyuan against the Pilots. Aji loses the dribble as Oscar trying to hound him. Through past to Gilbeck, blocked by Artino. Right in front of me, Julian Boyd trying to get a foul from the referees, but at least the Dreamers will hang on to possession, get another look at the pocket pass. And I think he has a little bit of a case for Lee Jae, sticking his elbows out. With a timeout on the floor as the Lioneers still down by more than 20 points on the season. They are minus 21 points.
大家可以把你们的目光放到大荧幕上，跟着我们 Formosa Sexy 一起握无所惧，持续为梦想家加油。可以举起你们手上的折扇，或是挥挥手，要比出爱心，当然也是没有问题。或是如果你们身上有圣诞节的装饰的话，也不要吝啬的向我们导播秀出来。来，一起举出你的折扇，挥挥手。对，赞赞赞。好，这位球迷朋友，可以举起你的折扇。好，来，这两位球迷朋友很可爱。
Next weekend in the Plus League, the Steelers move up to the 2:30 afternoon slot, playing the Braves and Dreamers. And at 5 p.m., the Pilots open up their home schedule against the Kings and Lioneers. What led us to our timeout, Derek Lioneers having a bad ankle turn, contesting a three-pointer. That is not the side to see for possible swelling, though of course our cameraman can only do so much. They got to report back to under the basket eventually. It'll be Dreamers basketball right in front of us with 2.3 left on the shot clock. The Gilbeck, an easy alley-oop on the cross screen by Kenny Chen. That has happened so often to the Lioneers this season on a baseline inbounds plays. Tian Hao out to Oscar. He tries from deep. That one's in and out. A quick pass by Evan. Good play there on the putback effort. Out to Kenny, taking the bump. Probably should have got a foul. Ball brushed off the rim. Boyd to Gilbeck with an easy push shot. So both teams getting some second effort scores. And Hall feeling it, but leaves a 3 short. Over to Hall. Also no good. Basketball's kind of slippery out there right now. They're gonna call a foul, but Oscar trying to contend it was a moving screen. And I would say that's all a defensive foul. Gilbeck wasn't swinging around that time. Making his way onto the floor, Chen, who was a DNP yesterday, number 88 for the Dreamers. Boyd will line up a 3. And Doug, look what I found. Driving and flying to a score. Now looking up at the scoreboard, I believe he's got 15 points. And Hall again missing numbers for the Dreamers. It would be right-handed layup, but he needs a little extra landing room. And with 4 minutes to go, another timeout called, as Aji now has 7 assists. Get another look. When the best help defender on that offensive possession was a Dreamer, you know it's bad news. And then here, Jianhao, I think he was leaking ahead a little early. Landing safely, that's what we want to see. But there you see the miscommunication on the inbounds. And that's after a called timeout, in part to the Derek injury. Season, the Dreamers, I don't think they've had any games where every player on their active roster has come into the game. Check that. Actually, against the Lioneers, everyone at least got a couple minutes of run in that contest. Right now, they're cruising in the second half against the Lioneers, who had a pretty decent third quarter, but eventually the Dreamers even got a advantage in that frame as well, 23-22. We're looking for any positives in this fourth quarter. I would almost only point to Artino, still sticking with it. Clark short with the 3. Now, understandably, the Dreamers playing shorthanded import-wise in the game. Made a tough go boy to not the top. Jason, errant pass. The mismatch by the Lioneers, and they at least get a foul out of it. And he will go off for number 18, Yang Sin-Yen. Here's their general manager, Zhang Shuren. His first time at the helm after last year. Mosey was the general manager and the chairman of the board. Clark with the long arms gobbles up another rebound. Good defensive recovery by the Dreamers, as I think that one was blocked. Might just go down as a pass though by our scorers table, but it certainly looked like Clark was blocked there by Georgie B. Jason with a dribble pull-up. Pretty good idea. Out of Hsinchu University, but has played sparingly with the Dreamers. It is credit for one of the players that puts in the most time here at the facility. The Dreamers do practice here at Taichung Intercontinental. Guan Xing is not going to be on my dodgeball team. Good effort by Yang Sun Yin. Pull it off of a Lioneer. Dougie will be going out for fan favorite Wu Song Wei. Coming around to spot right in front of us. Bad spacing by the Dreamers. And the deflection by as the and one is put through by Clark. Another steal by Zhen Boyu. How much they can do as Clark coming through as a trailer. Gobotan is on the stat sheet for a turn or a foul, I should say. Excuse me. Now he's got a rebound. That's what you want. The Lioneers' lowest scoring mark on the season was 73. Georgie B with a catch and shoot, and he rewards Jason with an assist. Fingers up to 95 points. Dezanishvili with 21 to himself. We're showing off the veteran savvy, keeps the dribble away. Go past to Clark, driving left, kick out, and rattling in. Lu Guanxuan on the one of the favorite corners of his brother, Lu Guanliang, number 28 for the Dreamers. Deep shot. Minute and a half. Just a little bit of a scrimmage going on right now. Dreamers bench plus Dezanishvili. Good screen by Wu Song Wei, but Dezanishvili misses the tray. On spacing, but Zhen Boyu, Clark, he hits it, and a grimace on the face of Earl Clark. Just trying to get the feel back, perhaps. Hasn't played in a while. Jason getting into the paint area. Not score over the outstretched arms of Clark as time winds down. Imagine perhaps the Lioneers will try a cosmetic shot. Number 7, Zhen. The miss and the rebound. With time expiring, 95-73 is your final here in Taichung, with the Dreamers inching a little closer to the Kings and can actually pull within half of a game if the Kings fall to the Steelers in the upcoming game here in the Plus League. There you see the line scores with the Lioneers only getting above 20 points in the third quarter, but the Dreamers perhaps can give them credit for holding their opponents under 20. They do score 20 in every one of their quarters. Not only are they 4-1 on the season. Have improved their home record to a 3-1. Kind of harken back to that second season where they were 11 wins and 4 losses, the best home court record in the Plus League, helping up to being the second seed into the playoffs, but have not made the finals since their inaugural year. Well, their strong start to the season continues. Now 4 straight wins. The Kings, meanwhile, tonight have a chance to match the Braves' longest winning streak to open up the season with 6 straight. Well, the Lioneers continue to show off their weakness, trying to guard pick and rolls by the Dreamers after facing them last week. They're going back to the drawing board as the interview, Aji on the microphone, on the headset. Asked about the Dreamers winning streak and this message to the fans.
就是最可惜的，就是在我们开幕战第一场都没有拿下胜利，就是我觉得就是我们就是上个月最可惜，然后就是粉丝就是谢谢他们，就是我们彰化还有台中，因为他们都会来到现场，然后帮我们加油。
Aji saying that slight apologies from the team to play poorly on their opener down in Zhanghua, but happy to start a streak now. Asked about his import pairings.
最主要还是要谢谢他们两个，因为他们的掩护真的是蛮扎实，然后我就是可以就是经过他们的挡拆，我可以有很多选择，可以自己投，然后分球，然后给他们小球。我觉得就是最大功劳还是他们。
So Aji saying his imports do a great job screening for them, and he wants to find them for the assist.
就继续啊，可以的。
Well, thanks to number 11 Aji, the kid from Nantou, who's played very well. Actually was, shall we say, 70% of the way there to a triple-double. In fact, if he's the best player for the Dreamers, you know, at least a candidate for MVP of the season, though, of course, had a lot of competition with the new Type 8 Kings being undefeated and having a lot of talent on that squad. With that, we'll be going to a commercial break before wrapping things up from Taichung.
You
plenty of fans staying after. I guess they needed to get a little bit more content from the game as the cheerleaders celebrate. The Dreamers reaching 4 straight victories on the season. And actually, to the surprise of the scouting report, Lin Junji actually not at all contributing to the 3-point shooting for the Dreamers. They were 5 of 23. And in fact, took a lot less shots than the Lioneers, who really only got to that number of 92 attempts because of their offensive putbacks, which weren't falling either. But just like the graphic as produced by our colleague Cai Jingjing, 57 rebounds to 45 as their defensive stops really opened up their fast break opportunities. Despite turning the ball over 14 times there at the bottom row, the Dreamers really did a great job sharing the basketball, and their concepts are really sound under new head coach Jamie Perlman. Coming up is the Kings, led by Jeremy Lin, playing his old squad in the Steelers. We're trying to get that opening weekend victory that they have not been able to acquire in the first 2 seasons. Next week, the Steelers move to the 2:30 slot in the afternoon at Kaohsiung Fengtan Stadium, as always, against the Braves. The Kings play the Pilots at Taoyuan Arena. Well, on behalf of our broadcasters, Jiafan and Cai Jingjing, our broadcast partners, the 6 teams in the league, and the league offices, I'm Ryan Chen, and we'll see you guys in the next one.